Hello, my dear friends. Welcome to day 4 of the Intermediate to Pro SQL Challenge. Before we go deeper into our today's queries, I just want to remind you something which is very important. Guys, SQL is not difficult. It only feels difficult sometimes when you paused at the problem instead of pushing through it. Wherever you get stuck, just don't give up. You can Google your doubts, you can ask me, you can mail us or any other AI tool, but you have to try again. This journey is not about being perfect, it's about being persistent. So now let's get started with day 4, and today it is all about the Windows functions. But Windows functions are quite easy and you won't face any problem. So I have already shared a PDF where I have listed all the common Windows functions, their purposes, how to use it, where to use it, and I'm hoping that all you have gone through it carefully. So today you will see few of them and I will explain some of the Windows functions while writing the query. So now let's begin and get some basic understanding of the Windows function. So now let's understand what are window functions. Suppose this is the table on which you want to work. Okay. Now your target is to do some calculations. Your target is to do some calculation, but you don't want to do this calculation over this entire table. You don't want to do the calculation for this entire table. Okay. So here your purpose is to calculate your data for some specific rows only, for some specific rows. So for that, what you will do, you will create a window. You will create a window and through this, whatever data you are seeing, you will do the calculation for this data only that you are seeing through this window. Okay. We perform this whole process via window functions. Now there are several window functions like rank. You can generate rank. Okay. What else you can do? You can generate dense rank. You can calculate the percentile. You can do the sum. Okay. You can do the average and many more. Such functions are available. Okay. Now, question comes that where we can mention these window functions while writing the code. So we can mention these window functions inside select statement, okay, and order by. We can use these window functions inside select, inside order by, CTEs, common table expressions, and the subqueries as well. Where we cannot use these window functions, we cannot simply write these window functions. So we cannot write them with the where clause. We cannot write them with the group by clause. We cannot write them with the having clause. Fine. So basically what we are doing here, we are creating a special window on which we want to perform some calculations. Whatever be our purpose, on the basis of that purpose, we will perform some calculation. If we want to get the rank, then we will use the rank function. If we want to get the sum, then we will use the sum function. But not for this entire table. We will calculate these things for some specific rows that we are seeing through this window. Correct? Fine. Now, let's come to our query number 1 and let's see this concept in a more clear manner. So first of all, we need to write the use online food delivery database that I have already written. So now here I am writing our query number 1 and this query is saying to get the first order of each customer. To get the first order of each customer. What this query is saying, we have to read it very carefully. Okay, suppose there are several customers, like a customer whose ID is 101. See, whose ID is 101. Suppose this customer have placed so many orders on April, on June, on July. Okay, so we want to fetch the order which is the first order of that particular customer. Means the first order is this April month's order. Similarly, there are several customers whose customer ID 102, 103, 104 and so on. So we have to simply fetch the order which is the first order of that particular customer. All right, now, as we know that we have some style of executing or proceeding our query. So at the first step, what we usually do, we create the output imaginary table. So here the output table will be something like first order for each customer, right? So we should know the customer ID, customer name, and what else we should know? We should know the order ID. It will be good if we have the restaurant detail as well, so we can get restaurant ID also, and the order date also is necessary in this part. Okay, now we want the customer ID, customer name. It is good, fine. These things are not a problem for us, but the order ID and the order date should be that one which one is earliest for that particular customer. Okay, customer ID, customer name, we can simply write, there is no problem. But for this particular customer ID, customer name, the order ID and the order date should be that order ID or that order date that has been placed at earliest. Okay, which one is earliest? So for the earliest thing, what we can do, so if we provide the row number, then we can easily fetch that row only whose number is 1. Okay, for customer ID something 101, the order ID something 2002, and the order date suppose 23/4/25. Okay, and if the row number of this particular value is 1, if the row number is 1, it means we need to fetch this row only. Okay, suppose there are other values as well for the same customer ID 101, the order ID suppose at this time it is 203, and the order date is suppose 25/5/25, and the row number is 2. So which one you will consider as the earliest order? This one will be considered as earliest order, right? Because we can see the date, and now by giving it a row number, we can easily fetch this row only. So for that purpose, I have given, we can give a row number, and these row number can be given to the each customer separately. Okay, we have to simply do the grouping of each customer. We have to create the groups of customers for customer 101, for customer 102, for customer 103, and then all the details of these customer, and then we will provide the row number 1, 2, 3, 4, and so on, and then we will fetch only the first row. So this will be called as first order of each customer. Alright guys, I hope it's clear. Now how to do it, how we can do it, we are going to learn it via this queries code. So now let's start writing. And firstly, simply we will have to select the order ID. Okay, customer ID, restaurant ID, order date, and then we will use the row number function. Okay, there is a window function called row number. This will easily generate the numberings. Now we are going to use this row number function. Just a second, row number. Now we are going to use this row number function over which window? So that window we will create now. And how to create it? It's a simple method. We simply have to start a bracket, a parenthesis, and then we have to write the partition by okay, customer ID. Okay, it means we are simply partitioning the table by the customer ID, something like this. See here, after using the partition by, our table will look like something like this. So it is for the customer ID 101, then the customer ID 102. So these are the partitions. This is first partition, this is second partition. Okay, now let's write partition by customer ID, and then we have to use the order by order date. We are sorting the values basically. How we are sorting? The earlier order date will be at the first, then it is 5th Jan, then 9th Jan, and then the customer ID 102 details are started. So 2nd Jan, 8th Jan. Okay, like this. So then what we did, we simply sorted it with the order date. Now let's close this bracket. Okay, we have did our work. We have simply did the partition by the customer ID and arranged it as per the order date. Okay, now we have to give it one alias name. So let me give it like row number. Okay, why there is a need to give it one alias name? Because we are selecting the columns, and then this row number function will work as a column. So the column name should be appeared as row number like this. Okay, now from after selecting the column, we need to mention the table name. So from orders table. Okay, now fine. Now our purpose it is to fetch the first row only. Which one is earliest? To fetch the first row only. So for that, can we write it like this, where Rn is equal to 1? Can we write it like this? No, technically it is wrong. We cannot write it like this. Okay, if we will run it, then we will get the error. We cannot write it like this. So we have to firstly delete it, and we have to convert this whole thing into a subquery. Okay, and to converting it into a subquery, we have to we have to put the parenthesis. Here also put the parenthesis and give this whole table one name, because now this is working as a table, right? We have selected the columns. Okay, and we have mentioned our reference table as well. So now we can consider it as a separate table, and there is need to give a name to this table. So I am giving the name as result. Fine. Okay, so this is a subquery. Now, what is the main query? So for the main query, we can simply write select. Our purpose is to get all these columns in our result window, right? So we have to select all. And for that, we will write star, select all. Now, from which table? So from this table, which is inside this subquery, from this table. Okay, correct. And what is our condition? So where row number is equal to the 1, we have to fetch those datas only. Now let's run it. Okay, so here we have our result. So what we did basically, guys, here we firstly have selected our required desired column names. Which one? Order ID, customer ID, restaurant ID, order date, and then the need, which is to calculate the row number. Okay, so we have used the window function, which is row number. Now we have to provide the view. Over which view we are applying this window function? So we are applying it over this view. Okay, where we are partitioning the view by the customer ID and then sorting it as per the order date. Fine. Then we gave this subquery one name, result, and then we put this subquery under the main query, and our main query is this select all from where row number is equal to 1. Yeah, now let's see our query number 2. Now the things will be more clear, I'm sure. So the query 2 is saying to get the top 2 most expensive items in each restaurant. Okay, fine. So what should be our imaginary output window? How it should look like? So firstly, we have to read our query. Here it is saying top 2 most expensive items in each restaurant. Top 2 most expensive item in each restaurant. It means we must have columns that can be restaurant ID to get the details of the restaurant. Okay, then the top 2 most expensive items. So we must have item ID. What else? Item name. Okay, and expensive, it means we must have price related data, and then the rank. Okay, then the rank because it is saying top 2, so we have to provide the rank to all the item IDs. Fine, and that has to be restaurant ID wise data. This time we have to do the partitioning as per the restaurants, So how to do it? Let's see it, and let me write the code firstly. So let's select our column. So we have to select restaurant ID, item ID, item name, price. Okay, what else? We want rank also. So here we will use the rank function. Okay, over which window? So over where we are doing the partition. So partition by restaurant ID and sorting it as per the price. So order by price and in the descending manner. Okay, and let's give this column a name. So I am giving it rank, RNK. Okay, all these data are available from which table? Because in the next step we have to mention the name of the table. So it is in the menu item table M. Okay, now where rank is less than 2 or rank is less than or equal to 2. We want those data only where rank is less than or equal to 2, means top 2 rankers will appear here. But the question is, can we mention this rank here with the where clause? No, we cannot mention it like this. Okay, so for that we need to convert this whole statement, whole codes into a subquery, and for that we have to put this in the parenthesis. So I'm putting it in a parenthesis, and let's give the name of this subquery as a what name we can provide? Let's write sub. Okay, fine. Now what should be our main query? So for the main query, here we have to select all columns. We want all these columns, so that's why we are selecting all columns. Okay, from this table that we have just created with this subquery, correct? And then we can use the where clause, where rank is greater than or equal to the 2. Fine. This is the methodology by which we can perform these window functions queries. So now let's run it. And after running, here you can simply see that restaurant ID, item name, price, and the rank is 1. Correct? And then the restaurant ID 1 again, and its item ID is 82, which is Momos, and its rank is 2. Okay, so for each restaurant, we have the top 2 most expensive items. Now our next query. So our next query is to find the frequent diners using entile. Okay, so firstly let's understand what does entile means. Entile means to get the top 25 students, top 25 customers, top 30 customers, top 50 customers. How we find it? We simply, if we are writing entile and in bracket, inside the bracket we are writing 4. Suppose we are writing it like this, entile 4. Okay, it means we are dividing the whole table into 4 groups. Okay, and that 4 group means the first group is the top 25%. So now what columns we want in our result output window? So here it is written find frequent diners using entile. It means we must have customer ID. Okay, we must have order ID and the count of order IDs we should have, and then we must have this entile thing, correct? So let's write it so that it will be more clear. So we need to select customer ID, and then there is a need to count the order ID. Only counting order ID we can get the number of orders, and give it one alias name which is total orders, comma. Now we will use our entile function. So this entile function, here we are using the 4th type which is called quartile basically. Okay, we are dividing the whole table into the 4 groups. Okay, now over which window, over which view we are going to apply this entile function? So over the window which is partitioned by nothing, which is simply order by. We are basically sorting that on the basis of count of order ID and in descending manner. As quartile, we are giving this column the name which is quartile. Correct? Fine. From which table? So all these datas are available, like customer ID, count of order ID, and this entile. So everything is available in the orders table. So we will write here orders. Now we have to use the group by customer ID wise. Correct? Okay. Fine. Now let's run it. So here we have our result. Here you can see customer ID 336 and he placed the total orders 10. Okay. His quartile is 1. Customer ID 28, total order 9. Now it is showing quartile 2's customers. Okay. So customer ID 130, he placed 4 orders and it falls into this second group which is quartile 2. Okay. Fine. So you can simply consider this entile as a triangle upper, and you have to divide this triangle with the 4 parts. Upper one is a top 25, then next top 25, then next top 25, and then next top 25. This is how this entile function works. Okay, so these are your demonstrative queries I have shown. If you guys have any doubt, you can simply ask it via the doubt form. I'm always available to help you out. And now rest is your task. I will provide the 4 queries that you will have to solve on your own. So keep practicing guys. Till then, take care. Bye-bye.